Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Franchise Hockey Manager 8 with the Buffalo Sabres. It is April 1st. We got about 2 weeks to go before the postseason. We are 49-23-2, first place in our division. Second place in the conference, the Rangers at 48-20-6 are in first place. Jack Eichel's having a great year, leading the NHL in goals, fourth in the NHL in points. And the Edmonton Oilers running away with things out west, 57-15-4. We'll take a quick look at the stats before we run through the rest of the regular season, and then we will look at, I guess, maybe a little bit more in depth. Just kind of take a look and see who's doing what for us. So, talked about Eichel. 96 points already. Jacob Vrana having another great season for us. Not going to reach the 111 points he reached a year ago, but still having a good year. Alex Tuck in what's probably his final season with us, 62 points. Sorry, I just got a message. Matthew Savoy, 57 points in his rookie season. Rasmus Dahlin having his best offensive output in a while. And up and down the board, you can see, very, very balanced scoring. A lot of players with somewhere between 30 and 100 points. Max Nemestikov is out for a couple of weeks here. We should have him back by the time the playoffs start, though. Injury or goalie-wise, we were without Eric Portillo for a few weeks. He is having just a fantastic rookie campaign. Pekka Luukkonen having really not a very good season by his standards, 3.36 goals against, 901 save percentage. That could free up some cap space for us next year as Sergei Ivanov is up to a 5-star potential goalie. So we may run with Portillo and Ivanov next year. So that's really where we are. We've got, probably 10 games left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 games left to play. So let's start simming through those games. At Carolina. I think we have the Atlantic pretty much locked up. We have an 11-point lead on, or a 7-point lead on Toronto. So it's not official yet, but something would have to go really sideways in order for us to not win the division. So we got a game at Carolina here on April 2nd. Ooh, a 5-2 loss. We're not going to look at the box scores of the losses because I'm not interested in that. Ooh, Radek Faksa out with a ruptured bicep tendon. That's got to hurt. At home now against those Leafs, so this is a big game for us here. Back-to-back losses. Wow, okay. So Toronto is now within 5 games. Golden Knights have placed Brendan Brisson on waivers. Matt Duchene. Brendan Brisson. He's 24. I don't know how good he had 19 points in 52 games. Offensive ratings look okay. I don't have a spot for him right now, and you can't send anybody down once you pick him up off waivers, so we will pass. Yeah, it's going to give me the notification here. So, yeah, a couple losses in a row. Not a great way to start April. You certainly don't want to go into the postseason on a down note. So, here we go. Let's see if we can take this game against Montreal. Sure hope so. I believe the Canadiens are pretty bad right now in this world. We win 6-3. So that is a nice bounce back victory there. We get a goal and an assist from Dahlin, 2 assists each from Klingberg and Vrana. Savoy with a goal, Quinn with a goal, Eichel with his 47th. Quinn with 2 goals, 21 and 22, Eichel 47 and 48. He scored at the 20-minute mark. Okay. So if you say so. Luukkonen stops 44 out of 47. Vanacek, holy crap, 63 shots faced for Vitek Vanacek, and he stops 57 of them. All right, so we are 50-25-2 at Toronto, so another big game coming up here as we want to put some space between us and the Leafs, and we can't. We lose again. So we still have a 5-point lead, so I'm not terribly concerned about it. Yeah, regulation loss. That's no good. Middlestat and Yeko scored. Eichel picked up his 49th. All right. Well, again, not a great start to this sim. What is that? 1-3 through 4 games. Not what you want as you go into the postseason, but hopefully we can sharpen things up here over the last few games of the year. Brodin reaches 1,000 games. At home against the Devils. Another loss. This one was an OT loss, so at least we pick up a point there. But we are 1-3-1 in our 5 games here since we started this. Cameron Allen, Jack Quinn. Nico Hischier gets the game winner for them. Let's get to the next day. Can we win at Pittsburgh? There we go. 4 and we do now have the division locked down. Nemestikov is ready to come back. That's a big get for us. Yeko will go to the bench. We will put Nemestikov in, replacing him. Take a look at the box score. Tuck, number 28. Danielson is 14th. Middlestat is 12th. And Tuck shorthanded in the 3rd. Eichel still looking for number 50. He is stuck on 49 right now. Portillo stops 29 of 30. And we will play this one here against the Devils. Is this our last game of the year? Is this our last game of the year? No, we got 2 more. So at home against Florida, then on the road versus Pittsburgh. See what happens here at home against the Panthers. 5-2 win. All right, so we bounce back a litlittle bit. So 1-3-1 followed by back-to-back wins. So it'd be nice if we can end the season on a 3-game winning streak. So there's number 50 for Eichel. Middlestat with 3 assists. Dahlin, 2 assists. Nemestikov, a goal and an assist. Klingberg, Shaw, Chychrun, and Nemestikov in the 3rd period. So we were down 2-1. And then we scored 4 goals in 8 minutes. So that works. Luukkonen gets the start, 29 out of 31. We got 1 game left. At Pittsburgh. So we have the division locked down. We are going to win the Atlantic. We still are battling for that top seed. If the Rangers lose and we win, we will get that number 1 seed. So I have to keep an eye there. We may actually... I'm not sure what the tiebreaker situation is, but we may, if we both end up with 108 points, we may win there as well. And it's not going to matter if they win. If they win, we can't catch them. So we will end the day. Wow, 7-0 win. Okay, and we do. We end up with the top spot in the East as the Rangers lose in the final game of the year and we win. So we do end up as the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Alex Tuck, 3 assists. Savoy, 3 assists. Shaw, a goal and an assist. Vrana picks up his 33rd. Middlestat is 13th. Eichel finishes with 51. Patty Kane picks up a goal. He didn't do a ton for us after us picking him up, but all right, so we end up as the top seed in the Eastern Conference. And again, like I do at the end of the Sabres series, I'm going to do a season review, so I'm not going to dive too deeply into the league stats and whatnot. But Jack Eichel finishes 6th in the league in scoring with 103 points, 2nd in the league in goals with 51. Portillo finishes as the number 1 in the league in goals against, 3rd in save percentage. So that's pretty good. If we look at our team stats, again, Eichel finished with, is that his best season? 103 points. Yeah, that is a career high for Jack Eichel at age 29 years old. 51 goals, 52 assists, 103 points, 70 overall game rating. Jacob Vrana was just a fantastic addition for us. I mean, we got him for Yoki. We gave up a bunch to get him. We gave up Yoki Haru, who, where is he right now? He's a potential 3-star. Okay, so he's not fantastic, but he's okay. So we gave up Yoki Haru, Christian Fisher, the rights to Levy and Seitz, and a 2nd for Vrana. So we gave up a lot to get him, but he has been fantastic for us. If we pull up his career stats, 2.5 full seasons. So he scored Only had 9 points in 27 games in that first season. I don't think I was playing him on the first line. And then last year we had him on the first line. It was just a crazy season. And then another really good year this year. Obviously, not 111 points good, but, I'll take a point a game and 33 goals. Alex Tuck, his career with us is probably done depending on what he wants next season. But that game rating is really, really good. So we may take a look at him in free agency and see what he wants to come back. But 3 good years from Alex Tuck. Matthew Savoy, a rookie that we signed in free agency this past year, 65 points in 82 games. I'll take that. Rasmus Dahlin, 54 points in 82 games. Was that a career high for him? It was. 54 points for the now 25-year-old Rasmus Dahlin. It's a plus 27. Set a career high in goals, career high in assists. So nicely done there. Dylan Cousins continues to just plug along, averaging, somewhere between 50 and 80 and 70 points in a season. This was a bit of a down year for him. We may consider moving him off that top line next year, but he is only 25, and he seems to have that chemistry with Eichel. So, he's had multiple 50 assist seasons, which is easy to do when you have Jack Eichel on your wing. Jack Quinn, really nice. Was his second full season, second full season, third season overall. Highest game rating, 28 plus minus. Set a career high in goals and assists. He's just 24 years of age. Casey Middlestat struggled a bit this year, frankly. 44 points in 75 games after 66 and 69 a year ago. Did have a higher game rating, but the plus minus struggled. He wasn't. That line was not all that good this year. So that's something we may have to think about changing going forward. Klingberg continues to play well. Mid-70s game rating. We have him for one more year after this one. He's now played 4 full seasons with us, 4.5 in total. And he's been good. He's no complaints at all. Averaging between 35 and 45 points a game every season. So next year will be the last year of his contract, and we may just have to try to protect him a little bit. Max Nemestikov. I'll take that point total. He's never going to be, he's never going to be a 100 point a year scorer. But, if he can put up 50, 60 points, you look at his ratings. He's going to be just a really, really good all around two-way skater. Mason Shaw had his first, I would say, really, I don't know. He's kind of an odd year, even year kind of guy, right? 22, 23, he had 46 points in 73 games. Then he only had 15 and 45. And then last year he busted out with 81 and 82 in his first 30-goal season. This year back down to 42 and 79. So, but he's 3.5 star. And again, a pretty good offensive player, pretty physical, well worth, where we have him on that third line. Poltapov, another rookie, 20 goals, 41 points in his rookie season. I'll take it. Absolutely no complaints there. Patrick Kane, 14 points in 23 games with us. A 72 game rating, though. So Kane added something, had 14 points in 23 games. We'll see how he does, but obviously he won't be around next year. Chychrun's first year with us, I would say it was a success. Didn't score a ton of points, but 39 points in 80 games. It's kind of on par with what he's done, but he was a plus 30. Game rating was significantly down. That's probably a style of my play, though. So, guys, hang on just a second. All right, where'd we leave off? Chychrun. Adam Yeko, as a 20-year-old, didn't play every day, but was fine. He'll probably be in the regular lineup next year. Danielson, we signed as a free agent this year. 27 points in 52 games. Again, he was fine as a 21-year-old. Owen Power. I don't want to say disappointing season, but with a 15 offense, I guess I just expected more than that out of him. So we'll see how next year goes, but only 3 goals for Owen Power. First off, didn't play every day, but 20 points in 30 games. Cameron Allen, 17 points in 60 games. Samuelson didn't play every day, plus 28 in 68 games. Goaltending. Luukkonen 32, 17, and 1 with a 3.28 and a 9.04. Portillo was the man. 18, 5, and 1, 2.14 goals against, and a 9.34 save percentage. Luukkonen will likely get the starts throughout the postseason, though. This is a very yeah, I mean, he's the veteran goalie. He's the one who's taken us there before, so he'll continue to get those starts in the postseason. Let's get to the award nominees. Let's see what we get there. Okay, stop. Why didn't it stop? All right. So the Jack Adams, Jim Playfair of Edmonton, Sheldon Keefe of Toronto, and Travis Green of the Canucks, Ted Lindsay, Matthews, Marner, McKinnon, Mark Messier, Ekblad, Barkov, and Larkin, Lady Byng, Protas, Brock Besser, and Jack Hughes, Selke, Sorelli, Bryce, McConnell, Barker, and David Kampf. Executive of the Year, Derek Wilkinson of the Oilers, Jim Benning, and Kyle Dubas. Calder Trophy, Cutter Gauthier of Tampa, who had 66 points. He'll probably win it. 66 points in 65 games. Matthew Savoy and Otto Stenberg of the Knights. Norris Trophy, Fox, Darnell Nurse, and John Klingberg. Okay. Vezina, Tendak, Hunter Jones, and Lucas Dostal. And the Hart Trophy, Matthews, McKinnon, and Marner. So there you go. And we have the possibility to win an award or two. And we have the New Jersey Devils coming up. So let's take a quick look at the Devils. And we will start simming our postseason here. Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier, they're two top scorers. No surprise there. Jack Hughes with a great season. 98 points, 70 assists, and 82 game rating. Nico Hischier only 57 points, but a 76 game rating. Seth Jones now plays for the Devils. Sharon Govich traded to the Blackhawks for a now 31-year-old Seth Jones. Alexi Sorella. Riker Singer, 47 points as a 21-year-old. Got some young players. Dougie Hamilton still going strong at age 32. And in goal, either Mackenzie Blackwood, 22 and 19, 284, 913, or Hugo Anfelt, 19 and 17 with a 312. My guess is we see Blackwood, but we shall see. So let's get to this postseason, shall we? All right, game number 1 is a 5-2 loss. Wow, okay. That was not expected. So Holtz with a goal and an assist. Is that Fabian Zetterlund with a goal and an assist? And Blackwood stops 40 out of 42. We get goals from Sean Eichel, but clearly not enough. As we lose game 1 to the number 8 seed, New Jersey Devils. Let's see how game number 2 goes. Hopefully this is not a short playoff series. I was hoping this wasn't going to be a 30-minute video, but we will see what happens. And, of course, an injury as soon as the playoffs start. Mason Shaw down day to day. So we will put Yeko in. Game 2. Another loss. Are we going to get... Wow, we just lost 2 games at home to the number 8 seed Devils, who went 41, 36, and 5. They were literally a 500 team, and they've beaten us in back-to-back games. So Eichel gets a goal for us. Holtz picks up 2. Blackwood stops 28 of 29. Luukkonen stops 34, 37. All right. I think it's time to make a goaltender switch here. I think it is time to make a goaltending switch. Let's go to the roster. Let's go to the lines. And we're going to move Portillo up. And let's see how it goes. See if it makes a difference. At New Jersey, 7-0 win. I would say it made a difference. So, it started Luukkonen. Okay. It started Luukkonen. Interesting. We get goals from Chychrun, Vana, Quinn, and Power. Eichel with his third. Quinn has 2 in this one. Alex Tuck scores. So 4 in the first, 3 in the third. We win 7-0. And now Cameron Allen is injured. Because of course he is. I think I have to go down to Rochester. Where is... Do I only have 6 I'm confused. I only have 6 defensemen on the... Oh, it's right. It's because I'm right at the cap. Crap. All right. Cameron Allen will have to go on the injured list. I completely forgot about that. And I don't think I can call up Rasmus Anderson because of his contract. We can try it. Let's see. We go there, come here, put Allen on the... Let's replace Allen with Rasmus Anderson and put Allen on the injury list. Okay, so we are back under the cap, so we should be okay. All right, so let's continue. Shaw's back, so we can put him back in the lineup. Get Yeko out, replace with Shaw. And let's play game 4. Can we tie the series at 2? No. Wow. And now we lose Dylan Cousins. Okay, so we have to win 3 straight or we get knocked out in the first round of the postseason. Not exactly what I was going for here, but Jack Eichel's getting it done. He's got 5 goals in 4 games, but we are just not playing good hockey, and it keeps starting Luukkonen, even though I told it not to. All right, so how long is Cousins out for? What is medical epicondylitis? I don't know what that is. At any rate, we're going to put Yeko in. So we need to win 3 straight. We need to win 3 straight or our season is over, which would suck. Which would suck. All right, here we go. Game number 5. We are down 3-1. Wow. Wow. Okay. So we catch a hot goalie, I guess, in Mackenzie Blackwood. Stops 34 out of 35, and our season's over. This was a disappointing season. 53-26-3, and we simply cannot get it done in the postseason. So let's, I guess, sim up to the end of the Stanley Cup Finals and see who our champions are this year. Let the game sim here. And I think what I'll do is I'll just come back when the postseason is over, and we'll take a look at the playoff tree, and that'll be that. So I'll be right back. All right, we are back, and the Stanley Cup Championship is done. The playoffs are over, and the San Jose Sharks defeat the Toronto Maple Leafs in the 2026 Stanley Cup Final, winning 4-3. So the Leafs beat the Senators, the Rangers knocked off the Blue Jackets, the Islanders beat the Hurricanes. Then we had an Islanders and Rangers Eastern Conference semifinals won by the Rangers. The Leafs knocked off the Devils in 5. Leafs beat the Rangers in 6. Over in the West, the Flames shocked the number 1 seed Edmonton Oilers. The 2 best teams in the NHL knocked out in the first round of the playoffs. Anaheim defeats Vancouver. San Jose over the number 1 seed Avalanche, and the Wild beat the Blackhawks. Flames over the Ducks. Sharks over the Wild. Sharks over the Flames, and 4-3, 7 games. Your San Jose Sharks are the NHL champions. Thomas Hertl led the team in scoring 65 points. Again, I'm not going to go through all this in depth. I'm going to do that in the season review. Frankie Vatrano, 32-year-old Frankie Vatrano with a 30-goal season for the San Jose Sharks. Erik Karlsson, now 36, still going strong for the Sharks. So that is it for the season. We're going to sim ahead here. We should have the Hall of Fame awards and the award ceremony coming up here shortly. A Hall of Fame runoff. We are going to vote for Theo Fleury. We will continue on. So next episode, next Friday, we will have both the season in review and the 2026-2027 off season. Brian Propp. Keep going here. up to the 24th. We should have the Hall of Fame voting, I think, on the 28th, if I'm not mistaken. 29th? Okay. We should have the awards. Okay, here's the awards ceremony. Oh, right, the Hall of Fame voting isn't until the off season. So we're gonna have the awards ceremony, and then we will call it an episode. So the Hart Trophy goes to Austin Matthews. Conn Smythe goes to Mackenzie Weegar. 17 points for the defenseman. Calder Trophy goes to Matthew Savoy of the Buffalo Sabres, 65 points in 82 games. Norris Trophy to Darnell Nurse of the Oilers. Selke to David Kampf. Vezina, Hunter Jones of the Wild, Executive of the Year. Derek Wilkinson of the Oilers. And the Jack Adams goes to Jim Playfair of Edmonton as well. So we will sim ahead one more day. We should get our scoring, our ranking, and that will be that. So, reached the playoffs, winning season, winning percentage, finished first. We didn't reach the finals, didn't win the championship, and all the negatives are going to be X's. So that gives us a total score of 150. We have 5 points to spend, and I believe I am going to put it, motivation? We're going to dump it all into motivation. We got some motivational speakers here coming into Buffalo this year. So, all right. So that's going to do it, guys. So next episode will be the season in review, followed really immediately by the off season. So a bit of a disappointing end to the 2025-2026 season for the Buffalo Sabres. A really, really good regular season. Some decisions to be made in the off season. Mainly, what do we do with Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, who's coming off his worst season? Do we try to move on from Klingberg? He's got 1 year left on the contract. And can we continue to see growth from any number of young players? So let me know your thoughts, guys, and I appreciate you watching, and we'll talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye.